that we're not the people telling Sierra Leonean stories anymore because the perspectives are different. Our Western perspectives will never be able to be an equivalent to Sierra Leonean perspectives. So us sharing their stories, we can piece together stuff from interviews. We can put together a good film that we think, is representative of these voices. But the women themselves can share these stories better than anybody.
Interacting with the women in the training sessions, in the interviews, they've been expressing how much this means to them, and how one of the ladies I talked to, she mentioned how much more confident she felt in herself, and that her making the videos would make her more, out there and outgoing. And she mentioned that she's been feeling very shy because of past experiences, and she thought that the videos were a great way for her to change that and be better.
By using film, using story, I really want to help bring representation to people in communities who might feel that they often can't talk about their issues and feel that they might be stigmatized against or looked down upon for talking about their issues. And so this project just means so much to me because it's giving an opportunity for people to have their voices and people to learn and not only educate other people about issues that are going around right now, especially in Sierra Leone, but also allow them to feel like they have a space where they're heard and can be seen.
For me as a pre-medical student is that I want to be a doctor who listens to their patients rather than just giving them all of this information.
You saw the women collaborating together, and if one woman wasn't able to understand the process as well as another, they were collaborative. They would support each other and help each other throughout the entire process. And it was great to see that they were facilitating that on their own.
So I think it's all very easy to theoretically say, oh, we're going to make these stories and they're going to spread. I think I really didn't fully understand it until we were doing our film training session yesterday. I was just transcribing a lot of videos for our team and for our research. And we've gotten a lot of feedback of just there's this one woman in particular, she was saying how yesterday was the first time she said her story out loud. She had never told anyone, and for some reason, we were lucky enough to be the people that she felt comfortable enough to talk to about her story for the first time. So that was super inspiring. A lot of them were also very inspired of the way that kind of the world is heading towards technology, heading towards social media, and how that can be used as a way for good rather than evil.
Something that I've just noticed the most is how much passion comes from the girls when we teach them how to do lighting, how to set up the tripod. They are so excited to be able to see themselves in the camera and see themselves feel heard. One of the women I helped edit her project was named Angela, and seeing how much light she had in her eyes as she saw the video coming together when I was editing the video with her, and even teaching her how to do voiceovers, she was very quiet in the beginning and just became so talkative by the end of it.
It's been amazing being able to connect to these women, and every time we start the training sessions, they're a little bit curious and apprehensive sometimes, but the more we engage with them and the more they talk to each other and see what we're doing, once we get to the portion where we're filming them, they go on and on about their lives and stories that they've led as mothers. And I think seeing that has just made me realize that they really need this and they really want to do this because they're so ready and open to share their stories.
They get to bond with each other as well. So not only when we do interviews, it's just one of us talking to them and we get to listen and they get to talk to us, but when the two women from Sierra Leone can talk to each other, that's beneficial for them as well because it lets them know that they're heard and they're seen and their stories mean something to the rest of the women in the community.
I haven't been here for even that long, but I've already feel like the impact that we have had as a team here is astronomical, especially when it came to the film training workshops. I think that's what really made me understand like what the work we're doing and why it's so important, especially in these communities here. And watching that engagement between mothers, as well as how supportive and collaborative that environment is between each other, mothers just in any, like in the communities that we've been working in, has really made this experience worthwhile.
The women are excited, like they're happy to do this and they want to share their stories, which is even more exciting for us because that's our goal. And if we want to share their stories and they want to share their stories, it just makes it the best of both worlds, because if they're happy to share their stories and share them to their friends and their family and on their own social media platforms, like that's the goal. And I think that a takeaway that I've had is that we're excited about it, but so are they, and they want to do this and they think that it's important and will help maternal health outcomes in Sierra Leone.